Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ, and today we're going to be watching One Piece episodes 119 and 120. And just something I wanted to talk about really quickly and mention on this is, can we just say that these fights with the individual members of the crew are just so satisfying? Like, what show has all the, like, every single character in their group, like all these, all these characters together having their own fights and them just being, I don't know, like usually there's always, fights that really have no meaning or they're, you just kind of throw them off. But all of these fights, I don't know. I just think they're impactful and actually have depth to them than just like, oh yeah, somebody on the team is fighting, and then okay, they get like 2 minutes and their fight's over and it was a joke or something like that. Yeah, we have Usopp, we have some characters that have they're funny. A lot of the characters are really funny on their own when they're messing around, but when they have fights and they can be serious, or even if the fight itself is comical, like a bunch of these. I mean, Sanji's fight had a lot of that, Usopp's fight had a lot of that, even Nami's had a little bit of that, but they still are so satisfying. That's just the best word I can really make for that. Satisfying. That's what the fights in One Piece have really been for me, and not just Luffy's, everybody's. I love it. But anyway, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. You can also check out my Patreon at patreon.com/ajrich123. If you want to check out uncut reactions and early releases, I'd really appreciate it. And let's go ahead and start. That says a lot right there. But he hasn't met Zoro. See, huge difference. You haven't met him and you're probably gonna hate that you met him. Actually, kind of a bit of a challenge here. I wish it was that easy. Just one hit. I wish it was that easy. I just don't think he's gonna go down with one hit. As strong as I think Zoro is, this guy can't be Mr. One for no reason. Yup. He has to be able to cut through steel, which I would think is impossible. So he can pretty much make any part of his body as that. Jesus! That's so ridiculous. Welp. He really can slice anything. It's gotta be some type of strategy you can use. I don't think he's gonna want to, go against what he said. Oh, more flashbacks. But how? Wait, did he? What? Meaning if there's maybe meaning or reason to, they can cut it. Maybe it's when you have to actually protect something or do something. It seems like it's just something. I don't know. I don't know if I believe what he's saying there though. I mean, he wouldn't be a teacher, like that and have his own dojo for nothing, so I guess I gotta believe him. He's gotta work his way up to it. He might not be able to cut steel, but he can throw a fucking house. I think that's pretty good on its own. Maybe there's an opening when he's cutting other things, possibly. He has to find some type of weakness here. And it's not that I was thinking when they had that flashback and the teacher's talking, I kind of understand what he's saying, that some people can cut things and do things when there's something to protect. And I think what he was trying to say more like, if you need to achieve something and it's something that has to be done, you'll do it. And I kind of take that as, if you're in a life or death situation or you're trying to protect someone and it has to be done, then a real swordsman will get it done. And I think that's probably the same with like some people's skill level just goes up when they're protecting something, when they have an actual objective that's life threatening or something to protect, they just get better. That's what I take away from it. You guys can let me know in the comments if I'm just completely off base, but that's what I kind of got from what he was saying there. So serious. It's gotta have some hidden meaning. It's while he's cutting it. Yeah, it has to be there has to be some type of time frame when he's cutting something. Oh, maybe he has to, so if you catch him off guard and he can't take a steel out, you can slice him faster than he can put it up. So maybe speed is the answer? You know, like speed of the swing? Well, if he can pull up, you know, his body full of steel, it doesn't have to be a sword. It can be anything, really. That's a better explanation for him, or better description of him. I wouldn't trust him on a job site, most likely. I don't think he's certified. Though Zoro's a certified badass. Ooh. Yeah. You could put like steel knuckles on your hands. Ugh. I think I'm just, he's remembering him. I think we're used to just seeing Zoro bleeding and he might have seen him as an equal when he thought he was a swordsman, so maybe now he sees him a little differently. You gotta give it to Zoro. That should have cut his entire body in pieces. That's an understatement. With the exception, you know, of the fight we saw way earlier, he hasn't really had a fight like that. They said they were going to achieve this stuff, so that's maybe what they're talking, the drive. The promise, the drive, that's what, you know, his master at the time was telling him. While he's fighting, he's trying to find a weakness. Because it feels like a fight that matters. Yep. He hasn't had that feeling a lot. This is kind of deep.
こういうことか。
何も切らないことができる剣士がいるんだ。
何も切らないってのは鋼鉄をも切る力。
Using that logic, you could technically cut anything.
聞こえるぞ。
He's so focused in, he doesn't even hear him.
刀に意志が伝わる。
Like cutting nothing, but cutting everything. Oh.
いいぞ。
Did he just get an upgrade like mid-battle? I think his IQ just raised. Even higher than it already was, or at least his battle IQ.
受けねえ。覚悟ありか。上流居合。疾走々。
It's like he's slowing everything down. Oh, yes! I love the delayed blade. Motherfucking Zoro. One-shotted. It only took one slice. Just stuff that he needs to slice. Maybe nothing specific. With so little fighting and more mental focus on the actual fight. But I didn't think about how different, or talk about how different every single one of these fights are too. They're different characters, they're different fighting styles, they're just different altogether. So of course they're gonna fight different, talk different, everything is gonna go differently. But Zoro, really, I mean, if we want to define a fight, this was impactful. He was, you know, he was thinking about his previous fights and he was taking that experience and was trying to figure out what was the difference between the ones that he's remembering. And it's because he was on the brink of death. There was an actual cause. He has meaning, he has guidance, he has meaning, but he actually has a purpose. And with the purpose makes it so he has to get something done. He promised, he has friends that rely on him. He has to do it. So so it made him remember, his past and what he was told. And now it seems brilliant. It took Zoro being on the face of death many times and to, years later, take what he was told and apply it. And it worked. It worked to a point where it made me think, oh, this guy can cut everything. Like, I think he has the skills and the ability, but now the mindset to really be able to cut anything, but not cut something not something specifically. It's not like he has goals to cut something. It's that he has the means to do it, but he needs to do it when he needs to do it, not any time. He's cutting nothing. He's not looking for it. He's cutting nothing. I don't know. I love little meanings like that. Even it's like I know I might be off in little bits and pieces, but I like taking something and trying to be able to kind of figure it out. And this one was slowed down enough where I feel like I absorbed it. And I really, man, that was an enjoyable fight. Even when there wasn't really that much, there was some fighting, but shoot, 5 minutes of it was him slowed down and thinking about this and just hearing the wind and hearing it. Man, it gave me chills, really. Oh shit. Alabaster Kingdom Elite Guard. So they've been hiding this whole time? They're that loyal to him. Not that I feel like they have any chance at all. Oh, how nice of you. Wait. They did something. They roided up or what the fuck happened? Some type of poisonous water? That's pure loyalty right there. They know they're gonna die now. I guess that's the best chance they would have to win. But what if it's all for nothing? I mean, the kingdom, the king, they mean a ton to them. So if you're gonna put up, you know, if you're gonna put into that, then I don't see this going well at all. Not that it matters because they have like 3 minutes, but. Oh, jeez. I am very surprised he's not trying to attack. Because the longer, all he has to do is stay away from them. They're just gonna die on their own. Not worth it. I mean, in their minds it is because they care about the king so much and the kingdom. Dude, this laugh goes so long. I don't know. I want to say annoying laugh, but kind of makes me angry when I hear it. Yeah, they've talked about that before. Dog. A lot of these guys, especially his higher ups, have this zone type devil fruit. Man, there's so many things going on through this entire area. So many fights, so everyone's split up. They're all exhausted from their fights too. How are they gonna go help? Actually, how are they gonna go help Vivi and the king and stuff? Oh man. What the fuck? They did well in their fights, but now he's stuck with lashes. Oh, he's still stuck with lashes. It's understandable why, because they got told straight up that he had died, but it's more of a belief. They're all worried about each other for sure, but they did well. Every single one of them. They won their fights. Last, like, so many episodes, kind of forgot that they're having a civil war right here, fighting each other. That's the one we should be worried about. Is Vivi and them. They succeeded in their own ways, but how are they gonna? They have the best chance to help Vivi. Zoro seems to be the one that can't really move at this point. God, what a burn! What a dick! It's like such an unnecessary thing. You didn't have to say that. He's already down. Don't hit the guy when he's down. Crocodile. I mean, Zoro has some really good one-liners, but man, Crocodile, when he says something like that, it's so angering. Like, that's why I don't like his laugh. I don't like his face. I just don't like Crocodile in general, but he has to like tack on. It's like, he's already defeated. The guy's already on the ground defeated, and you have to say something like that. It's just rude at this point. I don't think Crocodile gives a shit about being rude, but still, like, he just, those phrases, so unnecessary. He finally got there. Because now he and Vivi met up, but maybe at this point it doesn't matter in his head? See, this should be a mind fuck to him. He should be about as confused as you get. Yeah, times it by 10. You just got fucked. You got fucked, you got played, you didn't even get anything. You got no foreplay. This is all they needed. All they needed was to talk to each other, but is it too late now? God, aren't you so happy about yourself? It's, oh man. Better case scenario for Crocodile now though, because of it's so late. He gets to see him suffer, because he was wrong. This should be hurting him too. Oh yeah, and there's a timer. He's already down. You were just talking about not doing unnecessary death. What? Oh, it'll be a crazy panic. So they can't tell anybody about it right now. It's not like you can tell everybody Crocodile was behind it. Not at this point anyway. Would they listen? Though Koza, if anyone's they're gonna listen to, it has to be them together. But they have such little time to do it. Oh, okay. Time to cut in on this reunion. Ooh. This guy's not going down. And you know what else? I'm Batman. Please. So he has some... So he means something. All of them really do. It is his childhood. Regardless if he was, you know, became rebellious later. It sucks, but you also have to think, what can you do to stop it now? Lessen the casualties. Yes, that's a great idea. The rebels will stop fighting. And he's somebody they'll listen to. They just have to believe. They've already listened to both sides to each other, so I think they have the capability to listen. Okay, you can't make it any more obvious than that. And it's gonna look like he got them to do it. You really have to watch your words here to make them listen and believe. Because it could look like he's being manipulated from them too, especially since he was with all of them. No! No! They're fucked! They're fucked! They're fucked! It's over. I don't know how they... I should have known that's a possibility. They have some of them in, we already knew that they had some of them in, you know, infiltrated into the into their group, into the, the rebel army. We knew that already. But, oh my God, now that I think about it, that is an easy possibility. You have people that are not on their side hidden in there. So So if something goes wrong like that, they probably had a plan, a backup plan. Hey, if Koza and Vivi get together and they're able to talk things out, kill Koza, or because that's what they've been doing. They shot the cannon out. They're doing things to make the sides confused. And to this entire time, I mean, the last couple years, as he said, they've been doing it, but especially in this fight, it's led for this to happen. And when they're this planned out, it's hard to get past it. And I didn't think it was going to go to that result, though. And actually, we've seen so many people get like stabbed, shot. It looks like people. I want to believe he's not dead, but when you get shot I don't even know how many times that was in the stomach, like that, and he's a regular person, I want to say he's probably dead, which I think this is just going to turn around everything. It's like I said, they're fucked. Like, is this going to be one of those scenarios where everything just goes wrong? And are they going to flip? Like, are they going to flip the script here and everything just go wrong? We've already seen Luffy lose. We've seen everybody else get their fights and win, right? But we did see before that Luffy lose to Crocodile. We've seen tons of bloodshed and unnecessary deaths between these two sides. On top of now Koza getting at the very least extremely injured to the point of death, or too close to death, or in the most likely scenario, he's probably dead. And even if he's severely hurt, this is going to, now that side, because they don't know where this is coming from. If you look at the shots, though, you should be able to tell it's not from, that's the thing. Like, it's going to be hard because there's so many people, but if you think about it, you're like, where do these shots come from? It's obviously coming from the rebel side, right? And Koza's getting killed from the rebel side. So is that going to make the rebels it shouldn't turn them against everybody else, because you obviously know it's not coming from that side, you would think, because they're all grouped up together. Unless maybe I missed that. No, that was definitely from the rebel side, right? That was, oh God, oh man, I have to check this. I'm pretty sure that's from the rebel side. I'm gonna still talk here because I really need to see this. No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh God, I feel so stupid. Okay, it's on the other side. Now that makes more sense. So they had him on both sides, and I was even mentioning that, and then I thought the direction, and I got the directions a little confused. So they got somebody from the royal side, for the king to shoot him. And that makes way more sense. I was going to say the other side made no sense. Why would you shoot him from there? But anyway, because of that, now they're not going to believe him, and there's no stopping that. There's no stopping it. It was like their last ditch effort to stop this, and there's no stopping it now. I'm trying to think of every scenario where they would listen, even if Vivi talks to them at this point, and that's another thing. Koza knows the truth now. So even if he's able to get up, would he be able to talk and still talk to them? That's another thing. I don't even think that matters. I think when you see your leader, trying to say, throw the white flags, and now he's getting shot by the other side, that's it's gonna be chaos. It's gonna be complete chaos, exactly how Crocodile planned. And I don't see Vivi being able to stop this at this point. We already know Zoro's down for the count. I mean, everybody else is still kind of there, but what can they do? Like, I don't see a good scenario here. Wow. I didn't think that type of thing would happen, but as I said, if you think about it, it's definitely a possible scenario. They probably had orders where if things go off and this type of, because Crocodile's calculated and he probably thought about something like this. If this happens, and they get them to, Vivi and them get get to that side and they're able to convince them, you need to make it look like Koza got killed by the royals and pit them against you. Do it in any way possible. This was probably part of the plan, and it doesn't change my mind on me thinking that Crocodile is a he's so calculated to a point where it just seems unfair how planned out this is. Doesn't it to you guys? Doesn't it seem ridiculously unfair on how planned out this is? I know they've been doing this for a couple years and it's not like this happened overnight, but still it seems unfair. Oh God, I could talk about this for a while, but anyway, guys, we got to see the next episodes. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash the like button, hit that notification bell. If you want to see the next few episodes ahead or early and uncut, check out my Patreon, patreon.com/ajrich123. You can check them out now. You can watch One Piece or all the other shows that I'm doing, and it supports me. I really appreciate it, so check it out. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.